Alright, I thought I'd mix up the outside video a little bit this week. So I just finished watering. These I have not watered from the top. All that is from a couple of days ago. So again, removing the extra dirt works really well. So what I'm doing today or tonight is I'm feeding the self-wicking tubs with hydroponic fluid. But let's just say a good look at the different beans that are kind of doing the thing. Some of those are a little crispy because of the heat. So far this heat deflector, as I bought back and forth out of Zoom, it's helping a little bit. But, you know, again, these things are so small and frail that the heat that I have out here is just insane. Or the tomato plants from the top still, because they're still getting established. Wait for it to focus. This one's not doing real well, but the rest of them are starting to perk up and do their thing. Yes, the air conditioner's going. It's about 95 degrees out right now. So, as I talked about before, I bought a cheap submersible pump, and I'm using the 5/8 drip line that I had left. And I just got a connector which converts it from drip line to garden hose. I tried using the nozzle and it's kind of choking the output, so I just put this little on-off valve, and I'm going to try that out in a minute to see if that increases some of the output. So then I fill these gallon jugs, so just gallon water jugs, you know, bought them, drank the water, used the empty jugs for transport. And I take it over to whichever totes that I'm working with. So right now I'm doing strawberries. So it was kind of a pain trying to take the gallon jugs and pour it down a little hole. I usually put 2 gallons, give or take, depending how much the plants want to handle. So what I ended up doing, of course it's not going to come off, it's a tight fit. You know, hold on a sec. Not the thing that you want to see in the video, but it's necessary. So I took some, I think this is 2-inch, took some 2-inch tubing and connected 2 elbows. So I drilled a hole on top, so when the liquid is just, you know, going down the tube, it actually breathes and you know, doesn't back up. And then I put this converter in, which takes it down to 1.25 inches. If you can read that, 2-inch to 1.25 inches, and that fits right on top of the 1.25 inch tubes. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. I'm going to do it with the empty jug, just so I don't look like a fool. So then just take your jug and pour your stuff in. So I go from tote to tote. Try to do this once a week, or when I get around to it, just to give them some extra nutrients. I don't put like the sustain or anything else in the existing plants too often, especially when I'm trying to water them in the self-watering totes. So the hydroponic solution is the best bet. So that's a quick trip to, you know, how I get instead of mixing the solution in a bucket and then trying to pour from the bucket into the gallon jugs, and then take the gallon jugs over there, so I can just fill up, you know, however many. I've got 4 right now. Fill up the 4 jugs and just carry them over, dump them out, then go to the next set of totes. Yes, the cucumbers are pretty sad, but they're actually growing. But again, you know, it's supposed to be, let's see, today's Thursday. This video go up on Sunday. Saturday's supposed to be 113 degrees, so we'll see what happens. And you know, 111, you know, high triple digits anyways this whole weekend, so we'll see what survives and what doesn't. So may add, oh, that's just great. Yes, flick the video all over the place, right? So other than that, not many other changes. The Brussels sprouts not doing real well. Wrong time of year, I'm guessing. Too hot, so it's basically that needs to get dug out and just something else started. My watermelon, I flipped it over and it split, so now I need to cut that out. And then there's a baby melon about the size of a small plum or something, hiding in the bucket. But other than that, clipped all the onion tops. I don't know if I covered that in the other video. And I need to pull them this weekend and let them dry out and do their oniony things. Oh, that's right. Might as well extend this and just do it all in one piece. So I bought a raspberry plant. It's got, I don't know, like four. It's got 4 of them in there, so it's not handling the transplant and the heat real well. I put it in this where I had the apple. I dug out the dirt, put a little fertilizer in there, so I'm hoping it's not the fertilizer that's burning and it's just the heat and the transplant. So just one day at a time, I'm watering from the top down just to make sure the roots get a good drink until they get established. The toad itself is full, and so that is one of the 2 surprises. So we'll see how it goes, and as soon as it gets a little bigger, I'm gonna start trying to propagate it and make more raspberries. Then the other thing that's hiding, and I haven't transplanted yet, and it's doing real well. I don't use a lot of rosemary, hardly any, but I figured I'd get one started because once they get going, they just go forever. So there's a rosemary plant that needs to get transplanted. So I'll figure out whether I'm going to do it in a bucket or if I'm going to do it in one of the cloth buckets. We'll see. And then the sad apple tree, which is dead, I said, well, let me take it out. Most of the roots were dead. Just trying to put some extra water to it and just see if it's truly dead. I'm guessing it is. It's just another backyard experiment. I don't know if you can hear that in the thing. So I've got, you can see the water line. Something's clogging it and it's going, and then it plugs up. So it's sit there and it's basically, let's see if I can focus in on it. It's just sitting there jiggling as the air bubbles or whatever are going through, so I need to go in and try to fix that. So, I don't have lack of water in the plants when it's going to be high triple digits this weekend. So, anyways, that's the sad apple tree. Like I said before, it's funny because I bought it at the same time that I bought that one. They come in UPS the same day, so. And then ideally, I'm going to go to a co-worker's house this weekend and cut some, get some cuttings off of some dwarf Meyer lemons. So we'll see what happens. Other than that, that's it for the weekly outside update.